Joining us in the Hope News studio today is Debbie Brinkley. She is the Executive Director of Hope Pregnancy Center in Canton. Debbie, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, Christine.
So how has the role of the Pregnancy Center changed since the overturning of Roe?
Well, the overturning of Roe is great reason for celebration. It is the culmination of 50 years of prayer and hard work by thousands of people. But the abortion industry isn't going away. They may be changing strategies, but they will continue to work towards women, convincing women that this is the best option for them. One of the ways that they are changing strategies is they are making the abortion pill or medicine abortion much more accessible to women, more available. They are creating slogans such as, "Your nearest abortion provider is as close as your mailbox." And so we need to be step up the game at educating women and the public on the extreme dangers of a do-it-yourself, unattended abortion. We also need to partner with abortion pill reversal networks. This is a group of medical doctors who are having great success at being able to reverse the effects of those medicine abortions if we catch it in time. So we have to be ready to receive those phone calls and to network our clients with these doctors who are able to do this, to provide this service. And this takes funding. So we're going to have to do some better promotion on those fundings as well. But this leads me to a point that I want to make in that the role of pregnancy centers is going to stay the same in many ways. We've been here for 50 years providing factual information and abortion alternatives and support for women when they face these unplanned pregnancies. And we're going to continue to provide that same level of support and be intentional about that support, as well as being intentional about sharing the gospel with any client who is open to hearing that, because we know that the inner strength they need to overcome whatever situation they're facing will come through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
Well, Debbie, I think most people think that an unplanned pregnancy is something that happens to an unmarried woman or a teenager. Is that a true assessment in what you see in your day-to-day work?
60% of all pregnancies are unplanned. So that means that any woman of any age or any marital status can find herself facing an unplanned pregnancy. But unplanned doesn't necessarily mean unwanted. Less than 10% of our clients who come to us are considering abortion. But if we're not there to provide the level of support that they need to walk through this journey, they are at risk of becoming an abortion-leaning mom.
Well, we know that pregnancy among teens and young adults is very common. So what is Hope doing to help reduce the number of unplanned pregnancies among this age group?
Young people face incredible pressure to become sexually active at a very young age. And so I'm excited to announce that we have already launched a program for students called Choosing the Best. This is a nationally recognized program created for students from 6th through 12th grade. And it is a program, a course that helps students be equipped, have tools in their toolbox to know how to make wise choices and to be ready to say no to potentially risky behaviors. So we're looking for partners. We have a staff person who is trained and certified to present this program, and we need partners in the local schools, local churches, homeschool groups to allow us to come in and teach this course to help our students be equipped to say no to these behaviors that would lead them to an unplanned pregnancy.
That's great to hear. So if somebody was interested, you mentioned schools. So it's something that's approved for the public schools, private schools?
Absolutely. The course is biblically based, but it is written in such a way that it is approved for public school use. We've already taught it in one local public school district, and we will repeat that course again this next year. So it can be presented in the public schools or any private school, homeschool group, or a church group.
Well, when we were talking earlier, you mentioned that within the last year, Hope has begun reaching out to men. So why do you feel that that's important, and what are you doing for these men?
We all know that men are a part of a child's life from conception. And we also know that children who have dads involved in their lives are healthier emotionally and socially. So what we want to do at Hope is to provide positive role models for men and to provide a biblically based parenting program for these men to help them navigate the waters of becoming a dad and becoming a healthy dad. Right now, we have 2 trained male mentors. We have 14 men who are participating in our parenting program. 2 of those men have given their hearts to Christ, and 2 have committed to marriage. So we feel very hopeful about this program for men. But another way that we hope to engage more men is that we are excited to announce we are changing our name. We will now be known as Hope Center, Pregnancy Parenting Resources. We hope men are more comfortable coming into a center without the word pregnancy so prevalent. We also want our community to know that we're not here just to provide support and resources to women who are pregnant, but we're here to provide that same level of support and resources that meet specifically the needs of dads.
So how can somebody get involved in the Hope Center?
There are many ways that someone can be involved in Hope Center. We know that it takes financial resources to provide this type of support to our community. So we need individuals, churches, businesses to support us financially, to put us in their monthly budgets, or to include us as a missions offering. But we also need people to pray for us on a regular basis. You can join a prayer team through text messaging or through email or on-site prayer. We also need volunteers who are able to provide all different types of services, whether it be administrative or secretarial or client advocate. We will provide the training to help our advocates and mentors know how to effectively deal with women and men who are facing these types of situations. We need donations to our Hope Boutique, diapers, wipes, clothing, shoes, anything baby. We need car seats, strollers. These big ticket items are always needed by our clients who may not be able to financially afford those things themselves. And we need you to talk about us. 80% of our clients say that they have come to us because of referral from someone else who's known about our services. And so as people go about in their church groups or in their business, if you will talk about us, anyone that you know who might need our services, tell them about us, and that will be a great way to help us expand our reach throughout our community.
So how receptive are the men when they come into the center? Do you find, do they first come in with their partner? Or is it after their partner may be coming for a while and then she brings her spouse or her boyfriend? I mean, how are you connecting with these young men?
That's a really good question. And there's a little bit of both. But oftentimes a dad will come with his partner when she comes for that pregnancy test. He's just as anxious as she is to know what the results of that pregnancy test are. But sometimes they don't come until afterwards. If we can get them in the door and we can introduce them to one of our male mentors and they can see that the parenting program is specifically set up to meet their needs, they're more likely to come. When we have Bible study with them that we can offer, they earn hope bucks just like the mom does. And then he can choose. They love to go to the store and choose outfits. They love to be part of choosing the car seat or the stroller. And so getting them engaged and building that relationship really can get them involved.
So do these men, when they take these classes, parenting classes or this Bible study that you offer, do they go one-on-one with another male mentor, or do they go with their partner and it's more like a family or a parenting type where it's a group of people in a class together?
And because we only have 2 male mentors right now, we cannot have a male mentor for each of our male clients. And so we do have some men who are coming and meeting one-on-one with a male mentor. The others then would meet with the mom of the baby and one of our other female volunteers who serve as client advocates. But it is a one-on-one or a one-on-two, if you will, setting with topics that meet specifically the needs of and the stage of development, because our program doesn't just talk about pregnancy and childbirth. We see our clients up through 2 years of that child's life, helping them to be the healthiest parents they can be in whatever stage their child may be entering. Hope Center is here to announce peace and salvation to anyone who comes through our door. Families don't have to go through these situations by themselves, and they don't have to sacrifice their children to poverty and pressure and convenience and careers. They can have a full and wonderful life with their children if they just find the right support. And we're here to share with them that good news.
Well, Debbie, thank you. It was a pleasure having you on Hope News.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Well, that's the end of the special report of Hope News. Thank you for joining us tonight.